The office is a ghost. The server room is a museum. For decades, we've been told that the future of work is a seamless, digital utopia. Yet the reality has been a chaotic nightmare. Our collective company knowledge, the lifeblood of any organization, isn't a library, it's a junk drawer. It's scattered across a dozen disconnected apps, a critical strategy doc buried in Google Drive, a key customer insight lost in a tidal wave of emails, a game-changing decision made in a Teams meeting that was never written down. This digital chaos is the invisible tax on every employee, a constant, frustrating drag on productivity and innovation. We spend more time searching for information than using it. But here's the thing. What if that chaos wasn't just an unfortunate byproduct of technology? What if it was the vacuum waiting for a new kind of order? You see, behind the scenes, something has been brewing. On June 6, 2025, OpenAI didn't just release a new feature. They detonated a bomb in the heart of corporate inefficiency. In a move that redefines the very nature of collaborative work, they unveiled an upgrade so profound it feels less like a product update and more like the dawn of a new species of organization. They have given ChatGPT a central nervous system, transforming it from a clever conversationalist into a true corporate second brain, an omnipresent, all-knowing intelligence layer that connects every scattered piece of your company's knowledge and turns it into actionable wisdom. This isn't just about making chatbots smarter. This is a fundamental rewiring of how a company thinks, remembers, and acts. The age of information overload is over. The era of the intelligent organization has begun. For years, the holy grail of enterprise software has been the single source of truth. Companies have spent billions on CRMs, ERPs, and knowledge management systems, only to find their employees still drowning in data silos. OpenAI's approach is radically different. Instead of trying to force all information into one box, they've built a brain that can access all the boxes simultaneously. Nate, the product lead for ChatGPT for Business, laid out the vision with chilling clarity. The goal is to bring your organization's unique work context directly into the AI. To do this, OpenAI has built two revolutionary pillars. The first is Connectors, a powerful system that plugs ChatGPT directly into the veins of your company's data streams: Google Drive, SharePoint, Dropbox, Outlook, Teams, HubSpot, GitHub, and more. This is the system that learns everything your company has ever written down. The second pillar, Record Mode, is designed to capture the other 50% of corporate knowledge, the part that's never written down. It targets the ephemeral, high-value conversations that happen in meetings, brainstorming sessions, and one-on-ones, turning spoken words into a searchable, structured asset. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because a system this powerful brings up a lot of questions. It sounds almost too good to be true. The biggest question, of course, is the one that freezes every CIO in their tracks: security and privacy. OpenAI addresses this head-on. They are adamant on this point. Any data connected to ChatGPT for Business is not used to train their public models. More importantly, the system is built to be permission-aware. ChatGPT only sees what you are already authorized to see. If you don't have access to the board meeting decks or the confidential HR folders, neither does your instance of ChatGPT. It's a digital collaborator that respects the established hierarchy of information, a brain that knows its boundaries. This isn't just a feature. It's the foundational layer of trust upon which this entire revolution is built. The thing is, talking about this in the abstract doesn't do it justice. To really understand the tectonic shift happening here, you have to see it in action, and you won't believe the demo OpenAI prepared. To showcase this raw power, they presented a case study from a fictitious company, a GI Corp, and its ambitious product, Animal GPT, a suite of models designed to translate animal noises into human text. Their flagship products, Bark to Text and the upcoming Meow to Text, provided the perfect sandbox to unleash the new ChatGPT. The first demonstration showcased deep research, an agentic capability that unleashes ChatGPT as an autonomous digital analyst. Neil, one of the product managers, kicked it off. He needed to prepare for Q3 planning and wanted to identify high-potential distribution partnerships. In the old world, this would be a week-long nightmare. He'd have to beg the sales team for a HubSpot data dump, manually search through hundreds of emails in Outlook, and sift through endless Teams channels and SharePoint files. With the new ChatGPT, he simply opened Deep Research, selected his sources, HubSpot, Outlook, Teams, SharePoint, and gave it a single natural language prompt. What happened next was stunning. The AI didn't just search, it reasoned. It asked for clarification. "What is the company's strategy?" Neil replied, "Focus on deals with high revenue potential and a high likelihood to close in Q3. For the next 9 minutes, deep research went to work. The result was a comprehensive, beautifully structured report delivered directly in the chat interface, complete with a table of top opportunities, revenue potential, and direct cited links to every source. Work that would have taken a human team days was completed, with perfect accuracy in under 10 minutes. That alone would be a revolutionary product. But what's really going on here is deeper. This second brain isn't just for heavy-duty strategic projects. The next demo, led by PMs Pry and Dibbo, showed its power as an everyday collaborator. Pri started with a broad query. "Get me up to speed on our Q2 marketing and product strategy." Instantly, ChatGPT synthesized information from board decks, product roadmaps, and revenue dashboards. Then she asked it to generate a time series plot of daily active users for Bark to text Vi2. Without her needing to find or upload a single spreadsheet, the AI located the relevant data in Google Drive and produced a clean, accurate chart in seconds. The final part of their demo pushed the boundaries even further. Pry gave it a breathtakingly complex command. Synthesize these user interviews from Dropbox, rank them by return on investment, turn this into a Q3 plan, and generate a doc formatted using our Q3 planning template. The AI executed it flawlessly. This is the paradigm shift in full view. ChatGPT is no longer just finding information, it's creating work. It's really strange when you think about it, but this is where most solutions would stop. They'd fix the written down part of the problem and call it a day. But you see, behind the scenes, OpenAI knows that written documents are only half the story. The real ghost in the machine, the black hole at the center of every company, is the meeting room. It's where decisions are made and context is shared, only to evaporate the moment everyone logs off. This is where record mode comes in. Sandra, another PM, demonstrated its elegant simplicity. A single button on the ChatGPT macOS desktop app begins recording. On the back end, the audio is transcribed in real time. When the meeting ends, you don't just have a transcript, you have a new, permanent, and fully searchable node in your company's second brain. The team pulled up a recorded brainstorming session. The output was a structured summary with key points and action items, with every point linked directly to the exact moment it was spoken in the transcript. This second memory is a game changer. Sandra demonstrated by asking ChatGPT, "What were the technical limitations that we discussed at our third quarter planning?" The AI scanned all its data sources, including the meeting transcripts, and replied instantly with the correct answer, complete with links to the precise timestamps. From there, she simply asked it to draft a leadership update on our Q3 roadmap, and the AI instantly synthesized the meeting's content into a professional memo. The cycle from spoken idea to recorded fact to strategic action is now measured in seconds. It's an incredible, self-contained system. But here's the kicker, the detail that turns this from a great product into a world-changing platform. What's really going on behind the curtain is a new philosophy of openness, powered by a technology called the Model Context Protocol. This is the underlying framework that allows for the creation of new connectors. This means if your company uses a custom in-house database, like AGI Corp's fictional WhiskerDB, your admin can use MCP to build a custom connector, publishing it to your organization's workspace. Suddenly, your company's most unique, proprietary data becomes another source for the second brain to draw from. It's the ultimate form of customization. Furthermore, OpenAI is building an ecosystem. The HubSpot connector shown in the demo wasn't built by OpenAI. It was built by HubSpot's own developer team. This is just the beginning. What this all points to is something much bigger than productivity software, and this is where the implications get really strange. What we are witnessing is not just the automation of work, but the augmentation of thought on an industrial scale. By unifying a company's scattered written knowledge and capturing its fleeting spoken wisdom, ChatGPT has transcended its role as a tool and has become a true collaborator. It's a tireless researcher, an instant analyst, a perfect note-taker, and a strategic partner with an infallible memory. The questions this technology raises are profound. What does a product team look like when it can synthesize a decade of customer feedback in an afternoon? How does a C-suite make decisions when every meeting, memo, and metric from the entire organization is instantly accessible and cross-referenceable? We used to work for the machine, spending our days feeding it data and organizing its files. Now the machine works alongside us, thinking, remembering, and creating with us. The barrier between human intellect and artificial intelligence is dissolving, replaced by a powerful symbiosis. The question is no longer, how do we work? But what is the limit of what we can now achieve? The new era of corporate intelligence has not just begun, it's already here.